Water is so important. It's like clean air. It's vital to sustain life. And you would think in a state of Minnesota, where we have Lake Superior, one of the largest bodies of fresh water, that one of the highest priorities our government would have would be preserving the quality of that water and the waters of our lakes and streams more than anything else. And frankly, we haven't done that. The state of Minnesota traditionally has thought of itself as having an endless supply of wonderful fresh water. When I came out in 1957, it was the land of sky blue waters, the beer ads, ham beer ads with these wonderful animals and fresh, clean water. When you thought of Minnesota, you thought of clean water. Several years ago, we got the first report, which was that 56% of Minnesota's lakes and streams are, quote, impaired, meaning contaminated. And now in the last several years, we've had this dispute over mining, copper-nickel mining, that will cause irreparable harm to Lake Superior and the boundary waters. And we have put, officially, the state of Minnesota has put in charge of that two of the world's most corrupt companies, Glencore and Antofagasta. They're both conglomerates. Both have violated every international law imaginable, from child labor, exploitation of the environment, destruction of the environment, leaving behind an environmental mess. But the biggest one that always comes up is bribery. It's publicly known, or popularly known, as pay to play. I've been working with two legislators that I served with back in the 1970s. I've been working with the director of the Friends of the Boundary Waters and a whole variety of others. And we have been unable to get a straight answer as to why we are in bed with these people. And what is it that these companies want? They don't want any public hearings. They don't want any information disseminated about their past and their records. And that's precisely what the state of Minnesota is doing. They're not giving us a voice. They're not representing us. They're not even doing anything to indicate a concern. These concerns are not for you or for me. These concerns are for the well-being of everybody who lives in Minnesota. They're taking the limited supply of clean water that we have available, and they're turning it over to people who have a record of total, complete destruction. Why? For money. Not for jobs, for money. Last year, the Friends of the Boundary Water, with whom I'm affiliated, brought in a bill to the House and the Senate called Prove It First. This is a Wisconsin bill that was designed for a mining company to come to the state and then say, for the last 10 years, here's our environmental record. And if that environmental record is acceptable, you can do business in our state. It's a common sense piece of legislation. We have a great challenge and a responsibility that goes with it. But when there's a broad team effort, I think success is virtually guaranteed. I'm very optimistic that we're going to prevail, and thank everybody for pitching in and helping out. Thank you.